EA Games is one of the companies we mocked a few weeks back in the what if EA or Ubisoft had made Helldivers 2, and how they would make you pay for every single thing that you could get in the game. Well, ladies and gents, EA has now actually taken the step forward to show the entire world just how dumb they really are. The gaming industry is literally turning into IOI from Ready Player One, as get this, EA wants to put ads in their $70 plus games. Who in the actual hell suggested this was a good idea to look into again? I say again because they did it 4 years ago with UFC 4, when they inserted full screen ads into the replay sections of fights, to which they actually stated back then, "It is abundantly clear from your feedback that integrating ads into the replay and overlay experience is not welcome. We apologize for any disruption to gameplay that players may have experienced." They also added, "We want to make sure our players have the best possible experience playing EA Sports UFC 4. So ad integration in the replay and overlay experience will not be reappearing in the future." Do they think that no one would remember when they'd done this 4 years ago? Putting ads into a premium game, which can cost you up to and even over $120, is just absurd. This has all come about again though, as EA CEO Andrew Wilson took a Q&A during an earnings call where he said that ads are being inserted into games is a meaningful driver of growth for the company. Yeah, a company that makes billions is a meaningful driver of growth. They need to grow, people. EA Sports, one of the biggest gaming companies in the entire world, more than likely top 3 or 4. This is what he said though. "We have looked at over the course of our history to be very thoughtful about advertising in the context of our play experiences. As we start to build the community and harness the power of community beyond the bounds of our games, how do we think about advertising as a growth driver in those type of experiences? If they do decide to include ads in their games, it's going to be one of the worst options that they could ever do. I mean, look at the backlash that Ubisoft had when they accidentally put pop-up ads in 2 of their Assassin's Creed games last year. This is what a Ubisoft spokesperson said. "We have been made aware that some players encountered pop-up ads while playing certain Assassin's Creed titles yesterday. This was the result of a technical error that we addressed as soon as we learned of the issue." It wasn't a technical error, and it was Ubisoft trying to see how people would respond to it. I mean, first of all, why is that code even in the game? You know, someone made that code and put it into the game just to see how it would go. And I bet if only 1 or 2 people put that out on social media and it didn't gain any traction, they would not have removed it. Those ads would still be there. Most games do have ads showing on screens in the menus for things that you can buy in game. You know, Warzone has it, Apex Legends has it, but having them pop up while mid-game, like Ubisoft did with the Assassin's Creed games, shows how greedy these AAA companies really are. EA saying that they have people actively looking into it and that it could be a good option for growth is just a company looking how to screw gamers as much as possible, and they just don't care about the actual gamers. Last year, in the space of 3 months, EA made $1.7 billion. $1.7 billion in 3 months. That's just nuts. For the physical year, so April 2023 to March of 2024, EA made $7.6 billion. They're making this much money and still trying to screw over gamers. With them pricing their games above $120 and said games being absolutely shit and unfinished and buggy, they need to focus on making the games that are actually good and well received. If they're well received, people will continue to buy them. They will continue to keep giving money. But not having a season pass which unlocks cosmetics or character skins, or even one locked mission at launch, like Ubisoft are doing with their new Star Wars game. This whole thing is not going to go well for any games company that decides to put ads in their games. Just imagine it. You're playing in a hot game of COD your team is losing, and all of a sudden, a pop-up happens in-game. Imagine if said pop-up happens while you're aiming and going for the kill. Your screen freezes and you get an ad for, I don't know, Doritos or Mountain Dew or something. You click it to go away, you're already dead. They will probably say that those kind of ads won't happen, and the ads they want to put in will be like in the bottom corner or top, or even better, like a YouTube ad. Say you scroll in the Warzone menu and you click to go along into the COD store. All of a sudden you get a 15 or 30-second ad that you cannot skip and you must watch it before you can even go in the store. Come to think of it, that's how they will try and implement them, on the menus, and will make you watch them. If it's a live service game, so a battle royale, so you got Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends, anything that you can go online with like GTA as well, you'll have ads before you drop in on the loading screens and whatnot. This entire idea is just so absurd and will be the downfall of a lot of companies who are already on a knife's edge due to making broken, rubbish games where you have to pay to get something that's already in the game but locked behind the paywall. This is just nuts. These companies have already destroyed many great IPs, and if they decide to do put pop-up ads in these games, it will just be another bad idea of many. Let us know what you think about this whole thing below, and we'll see you in the next video.